Hey guys, today on my noob account, and I'm going to be going over some tips and tricks for the game Dungeon Quest. So I'm going to be starting a new series, hopefully, on this, where I will leave 2 episodes a week-ish, depending on how stuff goes. I'm going to call it my Need4Speed, with the number 4, not the word. So that's fun. Anyway, so this video I'm going to be giving you guys some really cool tips and tricks for Dungeon Quest. So as you can see, I've got a new account. Each episode I'm going to be becoming a different category. Some might be like decently similar, but that's just how it works. So this episode I'm going to be doing classes. So for those of you who don't know this is, basically, if you join the game, you can get different types of weapons. For example, I've received these weapons, which are the Ice Reavers from some guy who I didn't get the name of, which are mage weapons or healer weapons, and then you can get weapons like this, which are physical weapons, so warrior weapons or tank weapons. So basically, I'm going to be trying to help you decide where to put your stats and what you want to sort of do. So let's get into it. So guys, I've started in the desert temple area, so first things first, I'm going to equip, can't equip that annoyingly, but I'm going to equip my personal favourite weapon early on. I prefer going mage, however there's many different classes, and I'm in desert temple. So guys, I'm going to be showing you multiple different classes here if I can. I'm trying to help you decide where to put your stats for them mainly. So first off, there's the mage. The mage, mostly at least, specifies in magical abilities. So for example, your skills. Your skills can be located here and here in the inventory, and they are combined to Q and E. Upon activating your skills, they will commit certain things. Most of them, which are spell damage, are what mages will be using. For example, so you see these guys here? Ready? Fireball. Ready? 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 Fireball. That is the first ability you get in the game. You also get Taunt, which you shouldn't use as a mage. You see these guys here? Fireball. So you see, Fireball is the first skill you can actually get in this game, and it's a spell power skill. Each skill is categorized by either tank, spell power, or physical power. So you see, Fireball is a spell power skill, and it works very well when combined with wands, staffs, and spell stats. Other skills, for example, here's a tank skill, consists of Taunt. That is another one you get early game where basically it makes all enemies target you. As a mage, this is a really bad skill, because not only does its power not scale alongside your spell power, but also it means that all enemies will focus on you, which is not very useful as mages have very often low health. So guys, as you see here, as you level up, you can put points into your categories. So there's stamina, which is right to your HP, spell power, which is used the amount of damage you do with spells, and physical power, which is what I'm going to put mine into. Of course, there is the second biggest class, most famous, and that is the warrior class. Basically, the warrior class specialises in physical attacks and often health points. You can get HP from getting armour. Most likely, warriors do more damage when using their sword. However, there are some skills that scale with the amount of physical damage you do. For example, you do not get these skills straight away, however you can receive them after beating the first few dungeons. Warriors often use taunts, as seen here, but they also use other abilities. For example, very late game, the enchanted spinning blades. That is the strongest physical skill in the game. There are 2 types of warrior. The physical warrior, which is the warrior that puts everything they have into attack and tries to attack the best they can. And the tank warrior. The tank warrior puts everything into HP, trying to make it so they cannot physically die. They're usually the head of a team, which makes sure none of the other team get hurt. They use abilities like Taunt. As like mages, warrior abilities are increased by the weapon that you use. For example, a mage might use a starter wand at first, but then go on to an ice reaver. Warriors often put their stats either into stamina or physical attack. This is because they work best with a sword, or they specialise in tanking hits. Mages put all their stats into spell power. This is because it is extremely powerful when going against enemies. Last off is the healer. The healer is more like a support of the team. Basically, they regenerate the health of their teammates. This makes the healer a very supportive character who is very needed later game. The healer, despite not being able to go solo in certain dungeons, is very useful. If you like to support your team and somewhat get credit for the entire win, I would suggest going for the healer class, because often, if you're a good healer, you can get a lot of rewards. So, which class should you choose? So, if you are a more upfront person who sort of likes to sort of like click as fast as you physically can, instead of clicking Q and clicking E, and just likes the idea of being like a brute, because, you know, people like that sort of thing, then I would suggest going for one of the warrior classes. If you like dealing a lot of damage per se, I'd go for the regular warrior class. However, if you want to be the front of your team, then I would suggest being a tank. If you like to stay from the back line and either support your friends or do a lot of damage per second, I would suggest going for one of the mages. So, if you want to do tons of damage per second, I suggest going for mages, as their weapons most likely do the most damage in the game. However, if you would like to support your teammates, I would suggest going for the healer. It's very useful and you get a lot of credit. Each class has a very particular sort of weapon. For example, warriors will use axes, hammers and swords. This is because they deal the highest physical damage and is very useful if your stats are in physical. A mage, however, would use wands and staffs. Staffs are typically more powerful, however they might also use relics. This is because these have the highest spell power in the game. Every armour is also classified into either magic, physical or mixed. If an armour is mixed, it gives boosts to both stats. If it is magic, it gives stats mainly to the magic stat. If it is a physical attack armour, it gives all of its stats to the physical category. Armour is often upgraded in HP, however, a lot of late game characters, you upgrade it in their specified stats, give them an extra power boost. As you level up, you can equip new weapons. For example, as you see now, as I just hit level 5, I can equip the amazing club. However, not a particularly powerful weapon, it is still better than my current. So guys, if you did enjoy this video, make sure of course to subscribe for more and turn that notification because you get to see what I post when I post it. Feel free to leave a like on the video because I do really appreciate it, it really helps out. So, yeah, I hope you learned a lot because this is going to be educational. And I'll see you all next time. Bye!